We will now have the Irvine Police Honor Guard present the colors. Please, as a reminder, remain standing until the presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem has concluded.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in a moment of silence in observance of the victims of the most recent incident in Uvalde, Texas, as well as the massacre in Laguna Woods and Buffalo, New York. Our hearts go out to the victims and their loved ones. Thank you. Will our guests, faculty, and graduates please be seated? Please take a moment as we honor, acknowledge, reflect, and express our sincere gratitude for and appreciation of the peoples, ancestors, and sacred land that we gather upon today. We honor the ancestral homelands and traditional territories of indigenous peoples who have been here since time immemorial, and to recognize that we must continue to build solidarity, kinship with Native indigenous communities. At Irvine Valley College, we honor the Kizh Nation, the Hashiman Nation, and the Gabrielino Tongva tribe. We would also like to pay our respects to the land and life of indigenous people, the ancestors, elders, and our relatives' relations, past, present, and emerging. Good evening. Oh, that was weak. Good evening. Welcome to the 37th annual commencement of Irvine Valley College, where today we celebrate the class of 2022. I am John Hernandez. As president, it is my honor to welcome family, friends, dedicated faculty, staff, trustees, and all the supporters of our graduating class. At this time, I would like to make a few introductions, starting with the platform party, and ask if you would please hold your applause until we're finished. To my right, student trustee Satara Matin, trustee James Wright, trustee Carolyn Inman, trustee TJ Pendergast III, board president Marcia Milchiker, chancellor Kathleen Burke, academic senate president Dan DeRoulette. To my left, full-time teacher of the year and tonight's speaker Emily Liu, ASIVC president and our student speaker D'Angelo Hunter, interim vice president for instruction Irene Malgren, vice president for student services Martha McDonald, vice president for administrative services David Kachatrian, vice chancellor of technology and learning services Chris McDonald, vice chancellor of human resources Cindy Viscachel, vice chancellor of business services Anne-Marie Gable, classified senate president Desiree Ortiz, in the front row, our outstanding part-time teacher of the year Annie Tran, and all of our IVC deans and IVC faculty. Now, please join me in welcoming to the podium the South Orange County Community College District Board of Trustees President, Marcia Milchiker.
Thank you so much, President Hernandez. Good evening, graduating class of 2022. A lot of us have a lot in common because none of us knows what I'm going to say. On behalf of the South Orange County Community College District Board of Trustees, it is my honor and my privilege to welcome you today. Many of you are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Well, when I graduated from Ohio State, I graduated thank the laude. I'm Marcia Milchiker, president of the Board of Trustees. It is my sincere pleasure to extend warmest congratulations to everyone at Irvine Valley College receiving degrees and certificates. All of you have been through so much to arrive in this special place. Getting your degree was challenging enough, but you did it in the midst of a global pandemic. Today is a tremendous win for all of you. You have each shown your strength and your resilience. Today, you have added to your resilience dividend. Now, what does that mean? Resilience is being strong in a world where, as we heard earlier, things go wrong. So now I want to remind you how you can build up a dividend of resilience for yourself. Remember that old saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? What I have learned is it's not the bad things that make you stronger, it's the good things that make you stronger. And today is a good day. As a matter of fact, it's a great day. So my advice to the great class of 2022 is to keep those good memories in your head. And when life presents you another bump, just remind yourself how you navigated through earlier bumps and the joy and the satisfaction you felt by making it through it like you feel today. Don't forget the gratitude you felt, knowing your family and friends cared about you and loved you, and they could always be counted on. This evening, you are receiving degrees and certificates that will continue to create unique opportunities for you. We are celebrating your graduation day at Irvine Valley College, but for you, this is just your beginning, a beginning of your new life. Graduates, I ask you to take a moment to think about someone who may have helped you on your educational path. Maybe you remember a fellow classmate, a proud family member, a brilliant and proud faculty member, a professor, a classified personnel administrator, or even a board of trustee member who helped you along the way. Don't forget to thank them, perhaps tonight. Cherish those memories and remember to pay those caring acts of kindness forward. Thinking about the successes you've had in your life, will add to your resilience dividend, and it will give you the confidence to overcome the next obstacle you should meet in your life. I know you will do well in your coming years because of your resilience and because we have trained you well. But remember, as you go forward on this journey, you are not alone. We are here for you, and we will always be here for you. I wish you the best in your future. Congratulations, class of 2022. The future is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Milchiker. It is my honor to welcome South Orange County Community College District Chancellor Kathleen Burke.
Welcome, spouses, partners, parents, family, friends, guests, faculty, and staff. And to the class of 2022, congratulations. As you know, this is an incredibly special moment as we celebrate commencement in person after navigating through a global pandemic for the last 2 years. Your graduation this year, at this moment, will forever make you an important part of the history of South Orange County Community College District and Irvine Valley College. What you have achieved is nothing short of incredible. You pushed to continue learning, overcoming barriers, embarking on uncharted territory, and ultimately accomplishing your goal of completing the requirements to earn your degree or certificate. To everyone in the audience, the graduates who sit before us did not complete this journey alone. You helped them in various ways. These graduates demonstrate your perseverance during this difficult time as well. They are your legacy, and when they walk across the stage today, you walk with them. Graduates, I know it's been a long and winding road, shout out to the Beatles, but you all made it. Look to your left and look to your right. You made it through this learning journey together. Whether you remain in touch or not, graduates, you will take on the challenges of the world as the future problem solvers, the fixers, doers, and innovators. You will be the change makers, disruptors our world needs now more than ever. The world that you commence into is unsettled in many ways. It is a world where long-established values and principles now rest on shaky ground. While inequality has always existed in the world, the gaps between the haves and have-nots, women and men, the global North and global South have existed throughout our history. Through this pandemic, these gaps have grown. Globally, extreme poverty is on the rise, as is extreme wealth. You graduate into an unsettled world, both abroad and here at home. Together, the leaders of today will look to you to tackle the biggest challenges of tomorrow. As the class of 2022, you bring possibility to the table. You're a generation who grew up online and survived a pandemic. You are familiar with a world that, for many of us, feels a bit strange and new. You've been engaged in this world since you were children. Most importantly, you have the ability to see what can be, unburdened by what has been, to look at the challenges facing us and find solutions that generations before could never have imagined. No pressure. When I look at you, I know the future is greater than our imaginations can currently envision. I wish you all the best as you go forth and create that future. Congratulations. You will always be lasers, and Irvine Valley College will be here for you, whatever the future holds. Go lasers!
Thank you, Chancellor Burke. Commencement is a special occasion, particularly for those of you who are the first in your families to graduate. As a first-gen immigrant, my graduation with an Associate of Arts degree was significant accomplishment, particularly for my parents, and it is no coincidence that many of you dedicate your degree to your families. Many of you have overcome significant obstacles, particularly during the past 2 years, to reach this milestone. And for so many reasons, this graduation ceremony serves as an affirmation of your dedication, resiliency, and family support. This is why I would like to acknowledge the many family members, friends, spouses, and partners, many who are present today to celebrate your accomplishment. Your support and commitment to our graduates have clearly made a difference. It is an extraordinary honor to be with you here tonight and be back in person in this beautiful Irvine evening. Not on Zoom, not through a drive-through celebration, but in person. And doesn't it feel wonderful to gather as a community? I just want to say how amazing and incredible each one of you look, seated out there in a sea of blue. During your time at IVC, you've been called upon to persevere in the face of adversity and sacrifice in ways that we likely underestimated prior to the pandemic. But despite these challenges, or more accurately, because of them, you are stronger individuals ready to meet the future head on. Students, while the past 2 years have been tumultuous, you have worked diligently to reach this point in your educational journey. As the college president, I've had the opportunity to meet and greet many of you, yes, virtually on Zoom, at so many drive-through events, and this past year in person, and I am constantly reminded what an inspiration you are. It is with much respect and admiration that I would like to take a few minutes to share and acknowledge some of the collective accomplishments of your graduating class. This commencement, we will be awarding 4,108 degrees and 1,931 total certificates of achievement. One quarter of you are the first in your families to complete a college degree or certificate. At IVC, it's not uncommon to juggle a full course load alongside with meeting family responsibilities and working sometimes multiple jobs. 60% of our students work and attend classes. And to accomplish your goals, many of you have taken both courses in person and online, and we truly salute your commitment. This year, IVC serves 600 veteran students and 150 dependents. Many are graduating with transfers to prestigious universities. I would like to ask our student veterans if they are able to please stand and be recognized. Thank you sincerely to all our veterans and their families for your service and sacrifice. As a campus, we are also honored to recognize the dedication and accomplishment of our ASIVC student government leaders and their outstanding contributions to student engagement and campus life. If you are a member of any branch of student government, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize our students who are graduating with distinction. 850 students will graduate cum laude with an average GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. 713 students will graduate magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.74 to 3.99. And 294 students will graduate summa cum laude with a grade point average of 4.0. With those of you who have achieved one of these three categories, please stand if you are able and be recognized. Thank you. Many of our graduates will transfer to four-year universities. This year's graduates have been accepted at each of the 9 campuses of the University of California, and many are heading to Cal State universities. This year, our IVC students will also be transferring to universities such as USC, Chapman, Princeton, Columbia, Georgetown, and Cornell, to name a few. And we are especially proud of the 231 honors program students graduating this year. In closing, I am certain Irvine Valley College has played a special role in your life. As you continue down your personal and professional paths, I encourage you to stay connected with us. IVC will always be your home, a place you can come back to. And as has been already stated, you are and always will be IVC lasers. Now, please join me in welcoming to the podium Academic Senate President Dan DeRoulet.
Good evening. It's my pleasure at this point in the program to recognize some of our outstanding teachers, namely our emeritus, part-time, and full-time teachers of the year. First, Joanna Schoen, from our Emeritus Institute, our outstanding Emeritus Teacher of the Year. Joanna began her association with Irvine Valley College in 1993 as a community education instructor for Tai Chi classes. We are honored that she has been part of our part-time faculty since 2000, and she has a master's degree in bioengineering from the University of California, San Diego, and has worked in medical technology for 15 years. Joanna is a 2-time recipient of the Outstanding Emeritus Teacher of the Year Award, having previously received this honor in 2014. Her students say that her classes were a godsend during the pandemic. They enhanced their stability and their mobility. Joanna cannot be here with us in commencement this evening, but please join me in congratulating our IVC Emeritus Teacher of the Year, Joanna Schoen. Next, it is my honor to introduce Professor Annie Tran from the School of Languages and Learning Resources, our outstanding part-time Teacher of the Year. Our outstanding part-time faculty member of the year joined IVC in 2018 and has taught a variety of courses in the Adult English as a Second Language program, working with everyone from true language beginners up to advanced learners. Students often comment that she is patient, empathetic, enthusiastic, and caring, and that she is known for her willingness to go out of her way to customize lessons to expertly explain difficult concepts. Her dedication to her students and love for her work make her a treasured and respected member of the IVC ESL family. It is my pleasure to present an award to you, Professor Tran, and to invite you to the podium. Thank you for all that you continue to do for our students at IVC. Finally, it is my honor to give an introduction to our outstanding full-time Teacher of the Year, Dr. Emily Liu. We are proud of her by association in the School of Humanities, and she is indeed our outstanding full-time Teacher of the Year. In reviewing her nomination for the award at Irvine Valley, one cannot help being impressed by Dr. Liu's superior classroom teaching and her personal care for her students. Over and over again in testimonials written directly to the nominating committee, her students praised Dr. Liu's commitment to them as future scholars and as individuals. Dr. Liu's students cited her mentoring skills, her guidance, and her assurance for them, and simply her commitment to being there for them at times when they have felt overwhelmed by the complications of school and life. Dr. Liu brings her teaching skills to IVC in ways that continue to be meaningful for the students fortunate enough to be under her instruction and for her equally fortunate colleagues. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Emily Liu. Thank you all, and now I would like to invite to the podium our Interim Vice President for Instruction at Irvine Valley College, Dr. Irene Malmgren.
Well, I get to speak a little bit more about someone you all know and love, Dr. Emily Liu, our keynote speaker. Dr. Liu is a tenured associate professor of English and director of our highly successful honors program at Irvine Valley College. She joined the college full-time in 2016. In addition to being voted Teacher of the Year here at Irvine Valley College, Dr. Liu was named Teacher of the Year finalist by the Orange County Office of Education. These honors demonstrate her history of service to all of you, her students, and her colleagues, her exceptional teaching practices, and her unique abilities to make meaningful and lasting contributions to the lives of her students as they strive to reach their academic, personal, and professional goals. Dr. Liu received her PhD and her master's in English from the University of California, Irvine, her master's in humanities from the University of Chicago, and her bachelor's in English and psychology from the University of California, Los Angeles. She served local educational communities during her work for those degrees and has produced numerous published articles and presentations. And in my short time here at Irvine, I've watched her unload her car many times, filling her wagon with snacks and goodies for Honors Club meetings. I've watched her, I was in the room when the Orange County Department of Education stormed her classroom to give her this award, and watched her student erupt with joy and verify the accuracy of that award. It is my pleasure to welcome and honor Dr. Emily Liu.
Shortly after I graduated from college, there was a TV show on the Travel Channel that I really enjoyed watching, and it ran for 5 seasons in the early 2000s. It was called Great Hotels. And the host would take viewers on tours of hotels across the United States. And I was drawn to the show because it would feature luxurious amenities and local attractions. Hotels, to me, represented the allure of travel. They were intriguing places that could make a person feel at home while abroad. I grew up in a middle-class family with immigrant parents, and when I was very young, my dad worked multiple jobs to support our family and my grandparents. And airfare was expensive, so we took a lot of road trips. And we would stay in these roadside motels. And I remember how excited my brother and I would be running into the hotel room, or the motel room, jumping on the bed, checking out the bathroom, the television, and all those details that were simultaneously familiar and new. And these motels were a place to people watch also, to wonder where other guests were coming from and where they were going. As sometimes happens in life, interests and experiences that we have come back to impact us in unexpected ways. Many years later, when I was pursuing my doctoral degree in English literature, I kept seeing coaching inns, these 18th century versions of modern hotels, pop up in the early novels I was reading. These inns flourished as travel became more widely accessible in the 18th century. And in my research, I noticed a number of things about the ways that fictional inns reflected cultural change. First, inn architecture brought together a variety of travelers from different backgrounds, creating a space for social communities that attempted to interpret and make sense of their world. And second, while fictional inns literally halt physical progress, they were not functionally a digression. Instead, they propelled narrative movement and catalyzed character development. So you can probably see where I'm going with this as somebody who loves literature and metaphors. While that stage of active scholarship is behind me, I can't help but draw a parallel to your experience now as you prepare to move forward. Just as 18th century inns functioned as a surrogate home or refuge, offering protection from the elements, and really, in light of recent events, we know that all schools should be a safe space for learning. The community college is fundamentally inclusive. Here in a supportive community, opportunities to learn are open to everyone. And just as characters in early novels had to interpret and navigate in spaces, you have had to figure out what kind of knowledge matters to you, what you're passionate about learning, and how you were going to accomplish that. You've learned alongside students from different backgrounds. Maybe you were the first in your family to earn a degree, or you've returned to college after some time away, or you simply got a fresh start here at IVC after high school. All of you have discovered ways to contribute to this community. Just in the last few years, some of you have started clubs to unite and connect with one another, even when you were physically separated. You started the Black Student Union, the Latinx Club, the Asian American and Pacific Islander Club, the Misfits Club, the Self-Improvement Club, or maybe you created discords to collaborate when you couldn't be together in a classroom on campus. Together, you've sought meaning in this space that you've inhabited. And I've seen many of you develop friendships that will last long after you go your separate ways. The last few years have not been easy for anyone here. With COVID, you've mostly been in college while at home, so it really has been kind of like a surrogate home. And in a time when so much was unknown, facing isolation and anxiety, processing loss and grief, you continued to challenge yourselves. You stepped outside of your comfort zone, you fought back anxieties about your capacity to succeed, and you worked hard towards your goals. You are here because you didn't give up when things got hard. You persisted in pursuing your goals in less than ideal circumstances. Being here right now is a huge accomplishment. Your time at IVC has not been a digression. Even if IVC was not initially in your plan, or even if you ended up being here longer than you anticipated, Or even if your experience while you were here, being online, didn't match what you thought your college experience would be. Everything you've gained in working through those obstacles will carry you forward to your future successes. You'll move on from this inn to your next destination, and it might feel both familiar and new. Just as when you arrived at IVC, you'll figure it out. What's the situation? What do you want out of your time there? What do you need to do to make that happen? What knowledge have you already gained that you can use to make that happen? And who can you go to for support? As you prepare to move on in your journey, I realize that you might feel some uncertainty about what lies ahead. One student here is graduating and transferring to UC Berkeley for computer science, but isn't in a cap and gown today because he usually doesn't take enough credit for his accomplishments. Franz Kivit, I said I would say your name because you didn't want it to be said. Yesterday, Franz said that as he was anticipating his transfer, he felt like he was about to step onto a roller coaster. So however it is that you make sense of your IVC experience, as an inn, a roller coaster, maybe a science fiction film where a global pandemic upends the world as we know it, I hope that you'll pause at this juncture and celebrate yourself for each and every success you've fought for. I hope you'll convey gratitude to your family, friends, and mentors that have provided vital support to sustain you in your journey. I hope that you'll appreciate that the journey has brought you here with the people sitting next to you. And please remember not to doubt yourself. You've proven that hard work pays off. I hope that you'll stay curious, open, and accepting of yourself in challenging situations. I hope you'll take risks to create your own story, one that's driven by your ideas and your passions, one that impacts how other people think, and that inspires action. Everyone around you will be all the better for it. Congratulations, Irvine Valley College, class of 2022.
And that's why she's our Teacher of the Year. At this time, we'd like to recognize our retiring faculty. Those of you who are retiring and are with us, please stand so that we can recognize you and I can read your names. Art Ambrose, 12 years, 9 months. Ray Chandos, 42 years, 7 months. Seth Hockwald, 38 years, 9 months. Ron Manuel Ellison, 31 years, 4 months. Martin McGrogan, 32 years, 1 month. Fawn Tanreverde, 30 years, 5 months. I added all this up. That's 187 years and 11 months of service to Irvine Valley College. Thank you sincerely from our college. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Martha McDonald, Vice President of Student Services, to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolm. And now it is my personal honor to introduce today's speaker. I have had the privilege over the last year of spending a great deal of time getting to know firsthand the accomplishments and of this outstanding young man. As a veteran myself, who also took a non-traditional path to college, I have so much admiration for his academic path and success in life, and especially while here at IVC. Throughout the last year, as a campus leader, he has used his leadership skills to elevate the stakes of what it means to be a student representative. In his time here at IVC, he has won awards in speech and debate, was one of the founding members of the Black Student Union, and lobbied congressional representatives to advocate for basic needs for students, veterans, and free community college. As president of the Associated Students of IVC, he has used his leadership skills to create a highly active student government, empowering leaders around him to bring high engagement and advocacy through the state and to congressional representatives. A pre-law student majoring in psychology and administration of justice, he hopes to use his passion to bring change that will continue America's progress and make the American dream as accessible as possible for everyone. He hopes everyone will be able to feel the same belief in themselves that his educators instilled in him, the confidence to achieve academically and to believe you can accomplish anything with an education, even president. D'Angelo has been accepted to the University of California, Berkeley, and Johns Hopkins University. Congratulations, D'Angelo. Please join me in welcoming your student commencement speaker, D'Angelo Hunter.
Was that me? Like, wow. Wow, I just want to really look back and thank everyone here for their years of service, from those retiring to those up on stage right now who dedicate their whole lives essentially to helping students accomplish their dreams, move forward, and that upward mobility economically so we can make more money, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, seriously, thank you all for this dedication. I'm only here. I'm on, because of people like you that stood up for me in my life and showed me what I was capable of. So thank you all. Oh God, they're right there. So when I came to IVC, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't walk into the school thinking I'd be president of the student government. I didn't think I'd make as many friends as I did, let alone people that I've come to rely on and be motivated by. I just came ready to endure something difficult, something I hadn't done before like many of you. But I came to pursue a long-time goal of getting a degree. And my fellow graduates of 2022, we did it. We got a degree certificate. We graduated. So today, let me share first how I got here, what we've accomplished, and lastly, what lies ahead. Like you, I'm standing on the shoulders of mentors and loved ones. Thus, I want to share the life lessons that got me here. From my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Wright, he knew I came from a broken home, and he took initiative to mentor and guide me. So what started as detentions after school became long talks about where he challenged my perceptions, what I wanted to do, and how education, a college education, could get me there. Education was not only a great equalizer, it would give me the ability to explore the world, help the people in my life, and be who I wanted to be. He even told me I could be president. Look at me now. What I came to understand as I reflected on Mr. Wright is that he validated and acknowledged my journey. He inspired me. He taught me to endure. When I came to IVC, I expected to endure, but I was constantly reminded of Mr. Wright. From some amazing professors who made me enduring the pain of finals feel worth the battle, and to those who were involved with rooting for us to succeed, people in the school services, the counseling, the student life, the librarians, the writing center, which is my biggest cheerleader. For us graduating today, each one of your journeys matters, and it matters because of what you've gone through, what you've endured, and the values that you've picked up along the way will help shape your future moving forward. The second person comes from someone who shaped my values. My grandmother, Virginia Hunter, she lived each day of her life ready to give kindness, love, and if you needed her last dollar, she'd also give you a meal with it. Even in her final days, she apologized to me for not having enough when she took on raising me. And that was kind of like a testament to she thought she could just do more. Through her values and beliefs and what that apology meant to me, I wanted to believe I was the man she saw me as. And in my words to comfort her in those last days, I told her actions weren't just ordinary, but something that made her a hero to many and shaped who I was. It wasn't just the one day that made Virginia Hunter amazing. It was all the days she lived up to what she valued. It's not everything you could or couldn't do, but living up to the person you would be proud to be. And today we are all connected in seeing the value that this education will provide, whether it be to explore science, build a better future, or make bank. I'm proud of you, and take a moment in this overwhelming time to be proud of yourselves. And that pride should be attributed to what we've accomplished and to what we've endured. I just want to give you guys a round of applause real quick for that. We made it. So again, when I came to IVC and what I thought was about to be years of enduring, I found a place to merge and reinforce my values. But what I truly cannot emphasize more, I found community, even though most of it was spent on Zoom. I guess that's why the time flew by. But a place where I could get help to reinforce the dreams of others, and also live up to my own values. When I was elected as president, I wanted to make you all proud, and it has been such a privilege to hear your stories and help you all in any way I could. We faced an unprecedented epidemic. Many faced financial hardships because of it, and also mental health issues followed along. But we stuck with it, and we made it to commencement today. You all deserve great acknowledgement for being able to make it to what you've done so far. Thank you. It's just so amazing that you got here. And it wasn't just me either. I found a family within the ASIVC, the student government. We all worked tirelessly to advocate for the student voice. We endorsed a resolution to get back to campus safely this spring. We fought for disability rights when a case threatened their rights at the Supreme Court level. We've also passed resolutions at the state level for community college to help the environment, veteran retention in college, and to be more inclusive of our LGBTQ community. We were also, yeah, I love that. We're involved in almost every campus event, either through planning or promotion. And this just helped reestablish our community that took a hit after the pandemic, or during the pandemic. We're still here, guys. We even advocated for free community college, as mentioned before, and the basic needs of all college students to congressional representatives in DC. I'm proud of all of you that served to make IVC better. But that isn't just us, that's also the clubs and the advisors for creating spaces for students to express themselves and their identities when they didn't have anywhere else to go. Although I'm sad this experience and my time at IVC is ending, I'm so thankful I got to be a part of all your journeys and that I could stand amongst you. Our ideals and our values are going to shape the future of generations to come. So as I leave you all, I'm idealistic about the future and where you're all going from here. Not just because I see what you're all capable of, but also what you all have yet to do and the people you have yet to impact. Wherever you go, whether it be Cal State Fullerton, UCLA, Johns Hopkins, or a better paying job, let the award you receive today be a moment of pride for yourself and for all those you have yet to impact still. Your idealism brought you here today, and those ideals you value will shape the future we all live in. All of what you've done to make it here is not just ordinary or expected. It's a great achievement. I hope you look back at each day as a necessary step to becoming the person you wanted to be, good and bad. Class of 2022, it's been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
D'Angelo, I want to present you with this plaque in recognition of your leadership, your service, and all that you've done for the students of Irvine Valley College. Congratulations.
Okay, students, here we go. Will the graduates that are able to please rise? President Hernandez. These students have successfully completed their degree or certificate requirements, and they have been duly recommended by the faculty of Irvine Valley College for the degrees of Associates in Art and Associate in Science or Certificates of Achievement. It gives me great pleasure, President Hernandez, to present the graduating class of 2022.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Irvine Valley College, these students are now candidates for the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science and Certificates of Achievement. By the authority vested in me by the State of California, the Board of Governors of the California Community Colleges, and the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science with all rights and privileges to which you are entitled. Please come forward to receive your diploma or certificate of achievement. Congratulations.
Ahmed Faher Nabizada, magna cum laude.
And then the next one will come. Oh, so the first one will be slow.
Alex Esmail, magna cum laude.
Rudolph James Besikoff.
Sareli Mojica.
They just brought up to us. Good job, Sareli.
Julieta Alejandra Vasquez.
Brianna Iris Rosal.
Ariana Nicole Nunn.
Gabriela Elizabeth Ruedas.
Roya Mazafari.
Annika Garg, magna cum laude.
Tanya Garg, cum laude.
Michael Tang Franklin, cum laude.
Wasima Shaghasi.
Sausin Debse.
Aram Abu Taha.
Connie de la Luz Rayo, magna cum laude.
Claudia Janeth Arquiga Lopez.
Mariam Atif.
Kevin Giovanna Lara.
Dylan Samuel Smith.
Namir Ahmed.
Rifat Bilal.
Robert Morris.
Mohammed Safarian Nematabab.
Sumaya El-Mahali.
Kaylee Masing Simpson.
Chase Michael Kavanaugh, magna cum laude.
Roland Heinrich Niemand.
Eric Angel Alvarez.
Autumn Simone Garcia.
Michaela Oscarson.
Mina Itakura, magna cum laude.
Ryan Eng, magna cum laude.
James Ernest Pantigoso, cum laude.
Sean Elliott Richardson.
Natalie Rivera.
Esther Liliana Villa.
Roberto Murphy.
Just wait here.
Kirk Wayland, magna cum laude.
Crystal Enciso.
Caitlin Ashley Crickman.
Peyton Liu.
Autumn Wacaster, magna cum laude.
Alisa Marie Griego.
Yagana Ibadilpur, cum laude.
Johan Dylan Ross Hope.
Joshua Arda Blele, cum laude.
Isabel Gonzalez, magna cum laude.
Lindsay Amaro.
Taylor Kroc.
Betsabet Corrales, cum laude.
Caitlin Soraya Padilla.
Kate Samantha Chalan.
Donia Amirhiz.
Hania Malik, summa cum laude.
Joshua James Fuller, magna cum laude.
Sophia Madison Parish, magna cum laude.
Mallory Firuzbacht, cum laude.
Arianush Kashavazari.
Kimia Asodolahe.
Abdul Manan Motasbada.
Leticia Beltran Davis.
Brenda Katsaris, magna cum laude.
Nardine Nader Mata.
Brandon Liang, magna cum laude.
Melissa Renee Astbury.
Sarah Hamza.
Gabriela Delara, cum laude.
Aziza Kebusard. Kebusuta, excuse me. We are always ready to stand corrected.
Sophia Rose Cantus.
Sandoz Elbashawi, magna cum laude.
Amani Sumun Malik, cum laude.
Karina Prusad.
Joy Oshido.
Mary Monique Campbell.
Mooney Vuth.
Carolyn Dip, or Dip.
I want to recognize that Mooney Vuth is graduating magna cum laude. Estelle Vaughn.
Lauren Shigas.
Did we read this? Cameron Ray Burris.
Bettina Otero Lopez.
Joshua Pablo Lopez.
Mia Tanganege Soy.
Max Emilio Ferrari.
Kasra Sassani.
Adrian Tanisha McGroiter.
Francisco Javier Godoy.
Jacob David Ho, magna cum laude.
Yingfen Pan, cum laude.
Rafael Delgado de la Cruz.
Ashley Nicole Cuesta, magna cum laude.
Donnell Jean Barton.
Jasmine Oyon.
Tasneem Nu.
Oscar Alberto Leva.
Parker Austin Grindy.
Amir Reza Tajdini.
Liliana Barajas.
Feria Ferdos, cum laude.
Dennis Lee.
Nicholas Alexander Fierro, magna cum laude.
Errol Lemonias III.
Zoe Ann Lind.
Zara Kamona.
Ragod Nassar Jabairin. I hope.
Sebastian Momjian.
Matin Sigros Gamlambor, summa cum laude. Magna.
Hazel Monique Halili, magna cum laude.
Enzo Sebastian Capril.
Ruth Mabel Acuna.
Ryan Denker.
Melissa Asimahashemi, cum laude.
Saghar Rafie.
Marjan Sepanji, cum laude.
Hamid Sebi Manfared, magna cum laude.
Fariba Madani, cum laude.
Dorothy Marjorie Vo.
Santana Ung.
Joey Tam, summa cum laude.
Janet Zamora.
Aika Leons.
Matthew Gawaran Alcoreza.
Danielle Deborah Cruz.
Lisette Perez Flores, cum laude.
Sam Rosie Martinez.
Daniel Edward Rutledge, magna cum laude.
Riley Thomas Pritchard.
Yuma Ishimura, summa cum laude.
Felix Tiong, cum laude.
Viviana Alejandra Lamas.
Stephanie Reyes. Congratulations.
Regina Caitlin Gail Dalmacio Santos, magna cum laude.
Sefi Ras Haibia, magna cum laude.
Sadeh Massouz Al-Sharif, cum laude.
Timothy Suleiman Casilla, cum laude. Casilla.
Fatun Al-Kiyami.
Preston Nader Worth.
Dylan Marcovi Solaris.
Grant Douglas Golka.
Neil Albert Henry Hudson, summa cum laude.
Dina Noruzi.
Joshua Kim.
Aaron Kevin Ashkian, cum laude.
Seven Mike Akisian.
Nusha Jazayera, summa cum laude.
Rihanna Brene Tutler.
Tyreek Keon Clipper.
Avery Jackson.
Victoria Lopez, cum laude.
Stacy Vega.
Valeria Topazio Bueno Navarro.
Alex Beheshti, cum laude.
Fabiola Cecilia Costa Fleeson, magna cum laude.
Emily Pua.
Alana Ledire Bliss.
Eunice Shen, summa cum laude.
Chanel Mabubi.
Brianna Carilis Vasquez.
Olga Valeria Zenziper, summa cum laude.
Nilafar Jaman Sebnejad, cum laude.
Lupe Profeta.
Taryn Michelle Bates, summa cum laude.
Cameron Hicks, cum laude.
Emily Gwinter, summa cum laude.
Daisy Cervantes.
Enilda Antonio.
Jack Ryan Herbold.
Shelwyn Aquino Sison.
Andrea Azete Huerta.
Emilio Escobedo Gonzalez.
Rami Kawasaki.
Justine Nicole Darger, cum laude.
Catherine Araceli Garzon.
Mariam Mary Darakshanian.
Jimena Espinoza Aldeve, cum laude.
Tell her. Christian.
Julia Berstiansky.
That's me.
Ivy Ray Brenton, cum laude.
Bradley Christian Higashi.
Lily Ann Narine Franklin, magna cum laude.
Brittany Michelle Kester, magna cum laude.
Ruth Del Carmen Castillo.
Hasti Moradi.
Joey Rogelio Villanueva, cum laude.
Kaylee Lauren Earl.
Lakeisha Carinta Jones.
Belina Membepe Umba.
Sophia Lauren Zakaria.
Thank you. Geraldine Joy Runes Nerison.
Jordan Garcia.
Tala Charlemagne Katat, summa cum laude.
Brandon Mubin Nasiri, magna cum laude.
Ashley Joanna Tox Lewis.
Joshua Jordan Lecitra, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Betsavi Sanabria.
Amber Ashan.
Sabrina Sadehi.
Parmita Misha Ranjpar.
Crystal Vu, summa cum laude.
Noor Salim Aljuma.
Jeff Wang, magna cum laude.
Yasmin Ibrahim, cum laude.
Connor Cheney Blank, magna cum laude.
Albert Tsoi.
Cindy Velasquez.
Adam Jacob Schreiber. Sam Polly, cum laude.
María del Mar González.
Joe Forshner.
Ashley Violet Ann Kirkland.
Danielle Renee Castro.
Elizabeth Zapata, cum laude.
Christine Francisco Gonzalez.
Melissa Herrera González.
Elizabeth Jimenez.
Rosalie Miley Visan.
Matthew Jason Weniger.
Yasaman Sarafan, summa cum laude.
Yasmina Korismer.
Nilofar Khosravi.
Sarah Duong Nguyen.
Ariana Montellano.
Ashley Jean Koga, magna cum laude.
China Destiny Bennett.
Margaret Sarah Hanning Lee, cum laude.
Alia Nurdalate, cum laude.
Melissa Fung, summa cum laude.
Emily Fung, magna cum laude.
Gustavo Fonseca.
Peyton Schwengel.
Sohyung Kim.
Carissa Oster Howat, magna cum laude.
Nimi Chirag Putel.
Magna cum laude.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Vivian Cao Vu, magna cum laude.
Sydney Rose Lynn, cum laude.
Vivi Neyut Chung, summa cum laude.
Amanda Fang, summa cum laude.
Arpita Patel, cum laude.
Adite Raghavan, cum laude.
Maya de la Torre, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Lynn Cullinan, summa cum laude.
Carla Camacho, summa cum laude.
Aaron Balian, cum laude.
Archie's Shankaran, summa cum laude.
Rishika Chedulawana. Sorry, magna cum laude, she deserves it.
Abigail T. Sampson, magna cum laude.
Taylor Gar Johnson, summa cum laude.
Isabella Johanna Tasser, summa cum laude.
Lauren Anhui Shea, summa cum laude.
Hannah Grace Monet.
Jesus Oliveras Cerda, cum laude.
Ivan Gutierrez.
Dano Hung.
Mary Julian Clare.
Fallon Lynn Bryan, magna cum laude.
Christy Wu, cum laude.
Zoe Anna Fowler.
Vivian Ye, magna cum laude.
Nicole Kim Su, magna cum laude.
Noor Rasamende.
Mark Pacheco, magna cum laude.
Chami Songara, summa cum laude.
Amina Khan, magna cum laude.
Joanna Rosalie Carrillo.
Jessica Moreno, cum laude.
Chelsea Nicole Galindo.
Alisa Kido, summa cum laude.
Ashley Jane Tolorio Pagador, cum laude.
Brandon Shrestha.
Kavin Pundita.
Leaping Shu, cum laude.
Jocelyn Chavez.
Rebecca Marie Maldonado.
Rama Alkawaji.
Tiffany Rivas.
Natalie Nicole Guevara.
Alondra Michelle Carapia.
Elizabeth Castrejon.
Sunita Ravati Raman, cum laude.
Vasanti Lakshmi Raman, cum laude.
Rosio Angliano Rodriguez, magna cum laude.
Jesus Solano.
Ariel Elena Cotton.
Kyla Anne Marie Oten, cum laude.
Sophia Blas, cum laude.
Jenny Karun Kujunjon.
Isabel Garcia Cuyamyon, John, cum laude, magna cum laude.
Karina Chia Pena.
Carly Rose Bunim, cum laude.
David Khalid Chu.
Ryan Lay, cum laude.
Morris Lee.
Samir Ismail.
Sachi Singh, magna cum laude.
Carla Nisbeda.
Dana Shlomovitz.
Jen Wu.
Henry Ochoa.
Natalie Sun Chen, cum laude.
Aisha Ahmed, summa cum laude.
Lithika Karthikeyan, cum laude.
Angelica Maria Vanegas.
Evelyn Flynn.
Sophia Smith.
Vanessa Salgado, cum laude.
Rainey Small, cum laude.
Julio Moreno.
Marisela Margarita Contreras.
Garrett Jonathan Bell, magna cum laude.
Ariona Danae Cox.
Thank you, Professor.
Jack Yakubov.
Henok Mamo Demis, cum laude.
Valerie Ursula Velasquez.
Veronica Alcala Alsuna. Veronica Alcala Suna.
Veronica Alcala Alsuna.
Ala Samnardak, cum laude.
Hadil Kesbe Subkusob.
Etana Mignet Jabari, cum laude.
Mina Seyde Akbar, magna cum laude.
Ashley Nicole Bell, magna cum laude.
Audrey Danielle Arellano.
Yoga Hadinata, magna cum laude.
William Sutanto, magna cum laude.
Rico Giovanni Sutanto, cum laude.
Anna Suravorlova, magna cum laude.
Fatima Ahmadi, cum laude.
Did you get that? Perosat Saide.
Kimia Sultani.
Ghazal Hosenkani, magna cum laude.
Kimia Kadaka.
Masa Fane.
Nelly Sayed Hashimi, cum laude.
Nila Makfi, summa cum laude.
Rahan Alemi, cum laude.
Han Ti Tu Trin.
Ryan Roger Vanderwend.
Ai Nakagawa, cum laude.
Jessica Ann Marquez.
Jessica Lynn Henderson.
Anisha Samantha, magna cum laude.
Henry Pham, magna cum laude.
Noah Alden Leons, magna cum laude.
Danny Cordova.
Anna Nama, magna cum laude.
Johan Bion, summa cum laude.
Joseph Oshas Tagutak, summa cum laude.
Hassan Jabori, cum laude.
Austin Lucas Lake.
Jay Trang.
Karis Kim, summa cum laude.
Kelly Q, summa cum laude.
Tyler Wong, summa cum laude.
Mehul Mulik, summa cum laude.
Elijah Matthew Pena.
Thank you.
Rustin Rudy.
Mitra Gazelle.
Yours? I don't remember. Cheyenne Janae Hamilton.
Leilana Crystal Diaz.
Sarah Schnall, summa cum laude.
Alina Martha Chu.
Jacqueline Jennifer Castellan, cum laude.
Henry Lawrence Paso, magna cum laude.
Joey Angel Velasquez.
Quentin Roosevelt Dickens III.
Adnan Aman, magna cum laude.
Roya Robier Hosni, cum laude.
Chelsea Nicole Garcia.
Ali Khaled.
Matthew Vincent Mendoza.
Dohun Kim, magna cum laude.
Lisette Baldit.
Kimberly Rainier. Sorry, cum laude.
Apurva Gonti, cum laude.
Agatha Kleeman.
Pardaming Singh, magna cum laude.
Noor Abdelhim. Halim.
Nabib Ahmed Albedarrahman.
Cassandra Sophia Martinez Smith, cum laude.
Camille Jorquera, magna cum laude.
Alyssa Yonakawa Huang, summa cum laude.
Cindy Wei, magna cum laude.
Lilith K. Christopher, summa cum laude.
Ali Takata Santa Maria, summa cum laude.
May Altarik, summa cum laude.
Louis Bobila Shibata, cum laude.
Allison Tan, summa cum laude.
Cynthia Nolan Kimball, summa cum laude.
Emma Lay, magna cum laude.
Sylvia Lay, summa cum laude.
Angel Z, magna cum laude.
Emily Morgan Healy.
Jenna Scuten.
Esmeralda Chavez.
Manisha Fanas Glankar.
Mahtav Yazdani.
Tyler Augustine Graves, magna cum laude.
They wrote this down with me. It says magna cum laude.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Santiago Sanchez, magna cum laude.
Farnaz Bakshi Kesha.
Yuki Kitamura, magna cum laude.
Emma Paris Eubanks, cum laude.
Justin Tyler Williams.
Dolce Camacho, magna cum laude.
Jill Kathleen Long.
Vanessa Kaylee G, summa cum laude.
Amanda T. Murphy.
Lizette Guadalupe Acevedo.
Dustin A. Vasquez.
Edna Maria Delgado.
Emre Uludu, magna cum laude.
Stephanie Lynn Alvarez.
Finally.
Way to go, Steph. Rahul AJ Desai. D'Angelo Hunter.
One who needs no introduction.
Please join us in singing the alma mater, led by IVC music major Alice Reynaud. The lyrics are on page 6 of your program.
He'll shimmer in the light. Hear our hopes awakened, hear our dreams took flight. Where the long last sun ray paints the hills and sky, hear our
Before we close, let me take a moment to thank the commencement work group for their hard work and effort in making this evening possible. Would the guests please remain in their seats during the academic recessional? Following the recessional, you will be able to meet your graduates over in this direction by the Student Services building. And now, will the graduates that are able to please rise? Graduates, there is a time-honored tradition left to perform to signify your graduation. As a symbol of your achievement, I invite you now to move your tassel from the right to the left.